My name is Michelle Dyer, and I just have to note I am not a financial advisor. Please consult one. And the views expressed here are strictly my own and do not reflect my employer. You must think, whoa, this chick really likes talking about retirement. Yeah, because it's important. And if I need to go to my little JP Morgan Business Insider investing chart on why it is so important to start investing early, I will, but I digress. I'll go back. Okay, retirement. So there are different types of retirement accounts. Now, some employers have a 401k. Now, certain equity contracts have a 401k on them, which means it's a type of an retirement investment account. Now, you can put money into this account, but then you need to allocate where those investments go, or the money will just sit there and not gain any interest. It's not like a savings account, it won't make money, you just put it in there. Once you put money into these accounts, you need to choose where that money goes to, where you need to invest that account. So go back and look at the different types of investments. But, okay, 401k. This is a type of retirement account that some equity contracts have. And it allows you to put a certain percentage of your salary, up to a certain percentage of your salary, into a retirement account. Pre-tax money. If you hear 401k match, match is the magic word. That means free money. So say they'll do 100% of the 2%. You put in 2% and then the company puts in 2%. So you are getting 4% of your salary into your 401k account, but you're only paying for 2% of it. So match means free money. Match means free money. If you have a 401k account, this is what Susie Orman says. It's not my 2 cents. Susie Orman says, put up to the match in a 401k, and then any extra retirement money put into a Roth IRA. And I will talk about why later. This is all Susie Orman. Like I said, I'm not a financial professional. Go read her books. Pension. Equity does have a pension, but you should not plan to live on your pension for the rest of your life. So definitely invest money in a 401k and an IRA. So IRAs, different kind of investment accounts, right? A retirement account. So there's a traditional IRA where you put in pre-tax money, those investments grow, and then when you take the money out, you're taxed on it. There's a Roth IRA where you put in post-tax money. That money grows and grows and grows in those investments, and when you take the money out, you are not taxed upon it. Then there's a SEP IRA. I have no clue the ins and outs of a SEP IRA. All I know that it is a simplified employee pension. Definitely check with a financial advisor, but Susie Orman likes and recommends Roth IRAs. Why? It is post-tax money, so it's money you put in after taxes. Any money that you put in, you are able to take out that initial investment without penalty. Most of the retirement accounts, 401ks, IRAs, you put in money and you are not allowed to take it out until the minimum age of distribution or whatever. There's an age and for each account that you have to wait to take it out. And if you take it out before then, you will get a penalty. With the Roth IRA, say I put $2,000 in my Roth IRA and it gains $200 worth of interest. So my total account has $2,200 in it. I can take out that initial $2,000 deposit and use that as my emergency fund if I haven't built up my emergency fund yet. You can't take out that $200, that investment income, but you can take out that initial investment of $2,000 without any penalties, and you don't have to put it back. Because with other accounts, you take out that money, you pay a penalty, and you have to put the money back. So you're paying even more. It's so not even worth it. But 401k, you want to remember, max out the match and then put the rest of the money that you're going to allocate toward retirement in a Roth IRA. Here's my JP Morgan chart. Here's why you should start investing as early as possible into a retirement account. Okay, I do have to say a few more things about retirement accounts. Okay, in a 401k, If it's an employer-sponsored plan, they have investments that you have to pick from. So usually they will have a bunch of mutual funds. They will have like a page of mutual funds that you can select. You can either select specific mutual funds, or if you have no clue, you don't want to have a clue, you don't want to do some research, they have things called target date funds. So, say you want to retire in 2060. You can pick a target date fund and put money into that, and that fund will move those allocations according to how close that you are retirement. What people say is like the further away from retirement you are, the riskier you can invest. So the closer you get to retirement, of course, you want to make sure your money is more and more secure. Investments like stocks, equities are very risky. If you invest in a tech company that is not part of the Dow, that could be a very risky investment. So the closer you get to retirement, the less and less risky investments you want to have. You want to have like CDs or bonds. So a target date fund will adjust what your money is in the closer that you get to retirement. The thing you have to keep in mind with mutual funds is there are fees attached to it. So you definitely want to look at the fees. So there are managed and non-managed funds. So index funds, why people like it is the fees are low. So say the index fund maps the S&P 500. So it kind of invests in the same things that the S&P 500, those 500 stocks, but a managed mutual fund has actual people, investment people, looking at the fund and saying, oh, we should move this investment here and this investment here. So not only are you paying fees on the administrative costs, like the index fund, say it's through Vanguard. So Vanguard still has to keep the lights on, they have to pay for paper and for investment materials, but a managed fund through Vanguard, they have to pay for all that stuff, but then they have to pay the salaries of the people who are managing the fund. And then there are additional fees attached to that because somebody's got to pay for the coffee and somebody's got to pay for the lunches that they take clients out to. So just definitely look at the fees on all of your mutual funds. But with a 401k, sometimes your only options are to invest in mutual funds because it's whatever your company gives you. But with Roth and traditional IRAs, if you open one with a brokerage house like TD Ameritrade or Schwab, you can look and you have different options for investments. So, like Tyrone Jackson from The Wealthy Investor recommends, I trade stocks in my Roth IRA and I make investment income that way. So I have other options for investments for my Roth, but I can buy equities and I can trade equities in my Roth IRA. It's pretty groovy. So, anyway, check out your different options. But yeah, if you don't even want to learn about investments and you just want to la la la, look at target date funds. Those are great options as well. And Social Security, heaven knows what Social Security will be like by the time we retire. So do not depend upon that either. So definitely plan for your future.